Okay, so I gave a little bit of background about India and now a little bit of how to interact with the teams and a few random off topics. Now I want to talk about diversity and why it's important and how to connect all the things that I talked about with the future and how it helps engineering. So give you some background again. I mentioned that we've never seen a Genie in India. We're starting to sell now because of the huge infrastructure boom that's coming in. But more importantly, I want to be more fundamental in my discussion is how do Indians think? And this is not only applicable to India, this is pretty much for every developing society out there. So in developed societies, people have already had that ownership. They have a better standard of living. So the concept of rentals is okay because they have that liquid money. Whereas in India and all these developing societies, people are coming from nothing. So their natural instinct is to own, right? So I want to save and I want to own. So that concept of ownership is very different than the US. You have people who rent cars here, rent equipment, but in India it's not that. People want to buy. They want to buy equipment. So I really want to mention the concept of ownership. And I hear a lot of times in the US, I need it versus in India, I want it. So you don't buy something till you really want it. You can't do without it. Whereas here, a lot of people, they'll say, yeah, I think I need that. So they just buy it. So there's a little bit of a mentality difference on that. And then Indians save about 30 to 40%. Indians, Chinese, all the developing places, you save 30 to 40% of your income. Whereas in America, it's probably 5 to 10% on average. So there's a different concept. And the concept of waste I'm going to talk about. So you go check out an American trash can at the end of the day, go check out an Indian trash can at the end of the day. It's probably 1/10 of what we see in the American trash. Just because people reuse, I've seen like paper folders with some notes on it going in the trash can. In India, they'll just put a new piece of paper on it, rewrite on it, and reuse it. So just the whole concept of waste and energy, like everyone shuts down their computers because energy is really expensive. Those kind of small things add up, and that creates that culture, and how people think. So in terms of our industry, we have the big rental yards in the US. Because of the ownership concept, we have big builders who do the construction job. So they are building the highways, but they're also buying the equipment. So they're not renting it from Hertz. They will say, I have a 10-year project, I need 20 booms. So they're going to go buy these booms and cranes and all these machines. So there's no rental yard so far. It might pick up, obviously, but at the moment, it's all about ownership rather than rentals. Okay, so in terms of design, I want to talk about, so we hear a lot about local products now, local products for the local market. And I'm kind of going a little further from there, and I say from local, buy local, which means basically you want to develop products for the local market, understanding all this cultural stuff that I talked about. So understanding that India needs low cost sizzler, and what all they need. Do they need pressure transducers? Do they not? So developing local products for the local market. And for that, you really need to understand the culture, why this whole discussion is happening, and the market needs. So I really think that is the way to go in terms of at least meeting local needs. And that's what we're kind of doing in China, right? The shipyard boom is a local product for the local people. Also, I feel it's not only about creating local products for local people. I believe that you can develop local products which can then be exported externally to the rest of the world. So you could have an innovation in India that cannot happen in the US. And there's a beautiful example out there of the car called the Tata Nano, which is right now the cheapest car in the world, which happened in India. It's a $2,200 car sold in India. And in the West, a lot of people make fun, no, it's a small car, it's cheap, it's probably going to die if you ride in it, it doesn't go on the highway, sure, but it has made such a drastic change in society, in the developing world, not only in India. So a guy in 10 years back who never imagined going to a hospital, maybe 100 miles away, can now imagine owning a car and driving there. Forget a cycle, forget a scooter. He can now own a car and drive his family to a hospital in case of an emergency. And not only that, just go check out the rest of the part of the country, it's a revolution. It is. And again, this car was created to meet local needs. but now it's exporting all over the world. It's going to Brazil, it's going to China, it's going all over the world. So what I'm trying to say is you can develop products to meet local needs, and sometimes innovations happen that can then go global. And that's where we need to understand culture and connect all that with business. Just redoing it in a visual way. Diversity in culture, connect that with business and capitalism. It'll give you products from the local and global world. So as engineers, what do we do? So let's say talking about India and working with the Indian team, you have engineers from in the US. We have pretty much everything. We have the experience, we have the technical knowledge, we have the business culture, we understand, we can mentor, a lot of people. So we have pretty much, we've been working as a strong engineering team for years. But in India, they're very intelligent people. They have a lot of skills that, a lot of design skills that we don't, and they understand the local needs. Combine that, and I really think we can develop products for the local and the global world. So that's, together we build products for the future. And so in summary, talked about a little bit of India, culture, how we interact with business, what people do over there, and trying to connect with how our engineering efforts can go towards creating products. That's it, And some resources that I use, I highly recommend if you're traveling. Go check out the business and travel profiles on the TEDx internet. I took a lot of this information from the India TEDx internet site, and they have for China, they have for pretty much every country. The general aspects and general points, but they're still better than not knowing anything, and really helps. So definitely check out the internet. Someone's put a lot of work in making those country profiles. We have amazing courses of TEDx University about diversity and inclusion. I would highly recommend, it's national, international, it's a whole broad range of topics about diversity and inclusion. I watched a lot of TED videos and a lot of Charlie Rose and all that stuff, and I found this talk, and if you're interested in a really cool talk about culture, that's the link to it, and I can give you that information. So that's all I have for now.